guys, welcome back to Camille's Corner. So, y'all, I want to add my 2 cents to this whole situation involving Jada Pinkett-Smith and August Alsina. I've been following this story, but I didn't comment on it because I wanted to hear what Jada had to say. And she did a Red Table Talk episode about it. And well, y'all, these people are a mess, okay? A hot ass mess. If you're not familiar with it, I don't know how you could not be familiar with what's going on right now between these people because that's all everybody's been talking about all day long. But if you don't know, basically, August Alsina made some comments in an interview with Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club a few days ago, and he basically said he had a romantic relationship with Jada. And he said Will Smith knew about it and approved of it, and he gave his permission. And when he said that, Jada's rep had initially responded saying that it was absolutely not true. Like her rep denied it ever happened and said that Jada and August never had a sexual relationship. Ever. So the internet has been debating this for days because people were like, somebody has got to be lying. And I mean, people were questioning like, what does August have to gain from making up a story like this? Like, why would he just make up some shit like this out of the blue? He has no reason to lie just like that. So I think most people believed him from the start, including me, but a lot of people didn't believe him because I saw people saying, he's falling off and he's just using Jada's name to get attention and stuff like that. And I also saw people saying, even if they did have a sexual relationship, August was wrong to talk about that publicly because you don't kiss and tell, okay? He should have never ran his mouth like that. So he did get a lot of backlash. So now Jada has decided to address the whole situation on her show, and she brought Will on there with her and they were discussing it, and she finally admitted that yes, she did have a sexual relationship with August. Well, according to her, it was an entanglement.
I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
Yeah, whatever, Jada. Now, y'all, I watched this, and first of all, there was no apology to August. And I feel like after they painted him out as a liar, they should have started that show by apologizing to him. But Jada gave this whole speech about finding herself and blah, blah, blah. But she never once apologized to August. Even if she didn't come out herself and say that he was lying, her rep said that he wasn't telling the truth, and they just let that story go on for days, and they let people go on thinking that this man just made this story up. So I feel like she should have started that show with an apology. But it's like they wanted to remove blame from themselves, saying that they never spoke on the issue and that they never gave anybody permission to speak on their behalf.
Somebody made a statement for me that wasn't a statement I made. That went cray-cray.
But if your rep speaks to the media and they say that there's no truth to what August was saying, and you're saying that you didn't give them permission to say that, then you need to fire your rep. So anyway, Jada finally admitted to having an entanglement with August about 4 years ago. She would have been like 44 years old and he would have been like 23. And she said they became friends while she was helping him work through some illness that he had and some mental struggles and stuff. So she met him when he was in a very vulnerable state with his health. And to me, that is the part of the story that's disturbing. Like, I personally don't care that Jada had an affair, okay? Because, y'all, Will has been pictured on vacation with another woman before. There have been rumors about them having an open marriage for years. So I think it's likely that August wasn't the first. I think both Will and Jada have been slinging dick and pussy all over the goddamn place. And that's just how their marriage is. I'm not in any place to judge them. And, half the people dragging Jada and calling her a cheater and stuff like that, half of y'all have cheated on your spouses. So while y'all are sitting there judging, y'all got your own cheating ass ways. And you know what? I'm gonna go off on a tangent here for a while, okay? Today I saw this guy on my Facebook. This dude is married, but he's always in my DMs. And as recent as last week, he was in my DMs making me very uncomfortable. But today I see this guy posting on Facebook about how disappointed he is in Jada. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I almost commented on his post with a screenshot of some of the messages that he sent me. Like I literally screenshot it and I was literally about to post it in his comments. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just leave this guy to be a hypocrite and mind my business. But a lot of people judging Jada, y'all are no better. Anyway, so yes, like I said, I don't care about the affair. Affairs happen. Marriages have issues. Some people don't believe in monogamy and they just prefer to have multiple partners. So I'm not going to judge them for that because I don't know what arrangement that they have in their marriage. What I'm judging is the fact that she's saying August was young, he was in a vulnerable place with his health, and he reached out to her for support.
He was just needing some help, you know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
And you basically took advantage of him in this vulnerable state. I know people are going to say, you know, he was 23, he was grown, she didn't take advantage of him, he was an adult. But if this was the other way around, and if this was Will, and Willow had brought home one of her female friends, because I believe that's how Jada said she met August. He was a friend of Jaden. So if this was the other way around, and it was one of Willow's girlfriends who was sick and in a vulnerable state, and she came to them for help and support and whatever, and Will started sleeping with her, y'all, people would be saying a whole lot of shit about Will right now. People would say he took advantage of this girl. They would be raking him over the coals for it. So I feel like Jada shouldn't get off easy because the genders are reversed. I feel like what she did was a bit predatory. And another thing I didn't like about how she addressed it was the constant laughing, y'all. When August talked about it in that interview with Angela Yee, he was taking it very seriously because you could tell he had real feelings for this woman. But when Jada addressed it, she's giggling, she's snickering, she's laughing like it's all one big joke.
Isn't that husband an entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
Has claimed it as their business.
But yeah, we did. Well,
Like is
I would agree. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want.
This wasn't a serious discussion like she usually has on her show. They just made light of everything. They joked about it. They brushed it off like it wasn't that serious. And to me, that's disrespectful to August. But anyway, the biggest thing that came out of this was that Jada basically said at the time of this entanglement, she and Will were separated and they thought they were heading for divorce. So I think that's her excuse as to why, you know, it was okay to have a sexual relationship with somebody else because she was separated from her husband at the time. Like I said, y'all, I don't care. I don't care if they were separated or not. I don't think it matters, honestly, because at the end of the day, wherever Jada chooses to sling her pussy is nobody's business. I just don't like the circumstances and the fact that August was so much younger than her and he was a friend of her son and he was also somebody in a vulnerable state of mind. I feel like, you know, he was led to believe that it was something more than it was because when he speaks about it, he talks about how he loved her and how much respect he has for her. To him, that was a whole meaningful relationship. But to her, it was just an entanglement. And just her using that word, y'all, it's just such a slap in the face to him because it feels like her way of distancing herself from him. She's making it seem like it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an entanglement. And I really don't think that August meant anything real to her. Like she said herself on the show, she just wanted to feel good.
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all, did she just say it was a joy to help heal somebody? Like, how did you help heal him, Jada, with your pussy? You know what, y'all? I can't. Y'all, I'm just playing, okay? But you know what? I noticed people are dragging Jada and they're saying she's a cheater and some people are saying August is a home wrecker and stuff like that. But, you know, in that same show, Will also admitted that he cheated on Jada too. Like, there was a part when he said he'll get her back, and she said, but he already did.
I'm gonna get you back first, and then
You gonna get me back? I think you got me back. I think you. I think we're good on that. Okay.
okay.
So, like I said, both of them have done stuff, okay? Will is slinging dick all over the place. Jada is slinging pussy. They both seem happy about it. So, if they like it, who are we to judge? I would just advise that Jada chooses her partners more carefully next time and don't get entangled with young, vulnerable men because it makes you seem like a predator. And like I said, I'm sure August had expectations. Like, if Will and Jada were separated, maybe he felt like they were getting divorced and then he and Jada could be together. Maybe she even promised him that because for him to feel as deeply as he felt, it wasn't just sex to him. He wasn't just trying to feel good. He literally had feelings for this woman. He was in love with this woman. And he probably had a legitimate expectation that she would leave Will eventually to be with him. And when that didn't happen, he felt hurt. So it just seems to me like he thought that they would be together, but she decided to stick with her husband and he was left feeling hurt about it. This is all just my opinion, of course. I don't know shit about these people's lives. I am just like trying to make sense of what I'm seeing playing out in the media, okay? And personally, I think Will and Jada's marriage has run its course. I think they're just holding on for appearances at this point because, I mean, people put them on such a pedestal. We made them relationship goals and couple goals and stuff like that. But they've had cheating rumors before. They've had open marriage rumors. They did interviews saying that they don't refer to their relationship as a marriage anymore and it's a life partnership or some shit like that. It's just been very weird with those two, okay? And to me, people in a loving marriage, they don't suddenly decide that they don't want to call their marriage a marriage anymore. There's something strange going on there. So I feel like they want to separate, but they've been together for so long that they don't know how to live without each other. So I feel like they're just staying in a marriage, but they're living separate lives. And, you know, I felt a bit sad for them at the end when they said bad marriage for life or something like that.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Like, no, I mean, if it's such a bad marriage, maybe it's time to just walk away. So, yeah, Will and Jada, they're not couple goals or relationship goals or whatever, okay? They're fucked up individuals just like the rest of us. Right now, y'all, I'm just hoping that Remy Ma and Papoose are okay. Like, somebody go sprinkle holy water all over that beautiful black couple, please, because I don't think my heart could take it if we find out in a few weeks that Remy Ma has been slinging pussy all over the place and Papoose has a side chick or something. Like, I will not be able to cope with that, okay? We have to have at least one strong, unproblematic black couple to look up to. And for me, it's them and the Obamas. And you know what? I really will not be able to function if the Obamas get in some scandalous shit like this. Okay, so dear God, please protect the Mackeys and the Obamas from this kind of fuckery. Amen. I will say this though, okay? I can't watch Red Table Talk the same after this because I will be watching Jada like, girl, you mean you've been sitting at this damn table giving everybody advice and dissecting everybody else's business when you've been sitting on your own scandal this whole time? Like, y'all, if August didn't come out with this, we would have never known, and we would still have Jada on this pedestal. We would still be looking at her and Will like relationship goals. So to me, the most important thing that came out of this is nobody's life is perfect. Nobody's relationship or marriage is perfect. And we really do need to stop idolizing celebrities because we look at these people like they have it all and they're so happy. But this is the kind of shit that goes on behind closed doors. They're not idols and they're not role models. They're not goals for anything. They're just flawed people with problems just like the rest of us. Now, while I am more on August's side and all of this, I still feel like this dude has some issues, okay? Like, he got into it on Twitter with Keke Palmer because he felt like Keke was shading him. So, Keke had tweeted basically saying, nobody needs to know your business like that, and some things should just be kept private. And August went off on her thinking, she was shading him. And he posted a bunch of shit. I'm not reading all that, but he basically said people should mind their business. And well, sir, if you didn't bring the public into your business, then the public wouldn't be in your business, okay? I mean, the world was busy fighting coronavirus and trying to get people to see that Black Lives Matter and shit. Nobody was out here wondering where August Alsina stuck his dick. He decided to come out and make that public. So you made a choice to put your business in the streets. You decided to bring your private matters into the public domain so people will speak about it. And what Kiki said was absolutely true. I do feel like, Jada took advantage of him in a vulnerable state. But at the same time, you're a grown-ass man. And if you're claiming that you loved her and this was something that you wholeheartedly wanted, then that's y'all's business. There was no reason for him to be doing interviews talking about who he did and didn't fuck. Like, nobody cared. And after this, I feel like no celebrity woman is going to want to mess with him because they're going to think if it doesn't go well, then all their business is going to be in the streets because this dude talks too much. So I don't get why he went off on Kiki like that. All she said was, keep your sex life between yourself and your partner. And she was right. Like, there was no reason for the public to know about all of this. I wonder if August just wanted the world to know so he could have bragging rights. Like, yay, look at me. I fucked Will Smith's wife. Like, there was no reason for him to put this out there unless that's what he was going for. To brag about it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on this situation. Y'all let me know what you think. Do you feel like Will and Jada addressed the situation sufficiently and now everybody can move on in peace now? Let me know in the comments. Bye, guys, and thanks for watching.